So hello and welcome back to my channel, and this video is going to be a little different because in this video I'm going to share you that what were my learnings from my first ever corporate job as an associate at Accenture. And so many people have asked me on my LinkedIn to tell that what is your actual work and what were all the things that literally you learned while being an corporate and working for a year. So honestly, I was just at my home because my project was a work from home project. So I was not able to shoot anything from office. You're also someone who is going to start their corporate journey or is a fresher or is about to start the journey, so that it can all be really helpful to you, because in the start I was also not knowing anything about corporates, how should you behave and how should you just perform, and what are all the important things that you should know. Because it happens that when you'll actually go to corporates, you will feel like you are not meant for this place because things are pretty different everywhere. So before starting this video, just go and follow my Instagram because I'm going to create a lot of content on there. And also there are a lot of people who say that they cannot reach out to me on my LinkedIn because my LinkedIn is full of requests, and that's why you cannot reach out to me. So I have mentioned a lot of links in the description, so you can go and check. So let's just start the video. So let's start with the number one thing, and that is to literally ask questions. And even if you feel that it may sound dumb and you may feel like you're just dumb to ask so many stupid questions, it's very important for you to ask questions, because corporate is a place, and if you are working in a very big environment and a very big company, there will be times when you will go insane and you will not know that how to just perform this or how to just do the things, because you are new to that and you are not knowing that how to just perform the things and how to just do the things in the right way. So it is very and extremely important for you to actually go and ask as many questions as you want. So there were times when initially I was also afraid that if I go and ask this question, I'll just sound dumb and nobody will tell me, and people just think that I'm not knowing this silly thing. But it's really important for you to ask as many questions as you can, because slowly and slowly you will eventually learn from all of your mistakes. And if you are a fresher and if you are entering the corporate for the first time, it's very common that you might not be knowing all of the things and you may just sound dumb to so many people. But it's absolutely okay, because the more and more questions you will ask your seniors, managers or your colleagues, the more and more things you will get to know and the more and more you can figure out. So if you are someone who is not able to figure out things on your own, please go and ask as many questions as you can. So personally, I'm someone who likes to figure out things on her own, but it's also important that if you go and ask questions from other people, because these are the people that can literally guide you in a better way. So it's extremely important in corporate that to go and ask questions, because it's not a school, it's not your college that people will come to you and they will just help you and guide you that what is the problem. Nobody will literally ask you. You have to figure out and do things on your own, and for that it's really important that you just go and ask as many questions as you want. Even if you feel like that it will be a dumb thing to do this, it's literally not dumb. Everyone is new to corporate once in their lifetime, and it's really important that eventually when you will be at a senior position, so you will just grow with as many questions as you will ask. So please take this thing in mind, that don't act like an introvert. I have done this mistake, and ask as many questions as you want, because it eventually help you to grow as a person. So let's come to the second thing, and that is time management. So this is the thing. I'm someone who is not at all good in managing things, and this was the reason that I suffered so much with my mental health, because I was not able to deal with so many things simultaneously, and I was not in a habit to do multiple things at a time. So if you are someone who is also doing other things apart from the basic 9 to 5, so it's really important for you to have a time management and to know that what are the things that are really important to you and what are the things that are not urgent. And for that you can literally make a chart for yourself, that what are all the things that are really urgent, what are all the things that are not important, what are all the things that you have to do it now, and what are all the things that you can do in some other time or maybe some other day. So this was a thing that I literally saw in one of a big creator's post where she made this flowchart and she categorized these all of the things in the 4 parts, so as to just see that what are all the things that are on urgent basis and what are all the things that you can do in some other day. So when you are in corporate, it's really important for you to have a time schedule, and I faced this so much. I was also doing my content creation apart from this 9 to 5. So things were happening so rigorously and things were happening so bad that I was not at all able to have a balance between my mental health, between my emotional and physical health. I was just sitting, and apart from that also I was also doing other things. So it was causing so much of disturbance in my schedule, and I was just not able to cope up. Because it happens that when you are new at a job, there are times when you will not be able to take out time for yourself, you will not be able to take care of yourself. And when you are in a corporate job, it's really common, you will not have time to do anything except just sitting on the desk and doing the work. So it's really important for you to have a good schedule for yourself so that you can figure out things for yourself. Because once you step into corporate, it's really important to have a time schedule, because you will not be able to take care of yourself like you were able to do in your college days or maybe in your school days. Because this is something that is very very important, and I wish someone would have told me, and my job would be really better if I knew how to just manage things and how to just keep my passions aside from my profession. And it's really important to have a time schedule. So the next important thing and the most important thing is to take care of your mental health just as your physical health. So before coming to corporate, I had heard many things that why people feel so mentally weak, and they feel that burning out is very common. So I used to think that what could have even happened that they are not able to cope up with their mental health while doing a 9 to 5. So when I really started to work, I faced all of these things, and it's really important for you to take care of your mental health just as your physical health. Because doing a job is something that takes more of your mental power and it takes more of your mental strength. And while you are not doing anything physically, so you will not feel physically tired, but your brain gets tired and your brain gets so much disturbances, and you will feel some days that you are just not meant for this job, and you will feel so burned out that you will feel that you have to just go and leave this job. So this happens when you don't take care of your mental health and you are just constantly sitting and not doing any other thing apart from that. So your focus is just on the job, which can eventually give you a burnout. So I wish someone would have told me, because while doing a job I was also someone who wouldn't even care about her mental health. And a point came when 3 months passed and I knew that nothing more was happening in my life, nothing different was happening in my life, because my day was constantly the same, just going and sitting in the front of the laptop and doing the things, and I was not taking care of my mental health, which eventually led to a burnout. And you can see my why I quit my job after learning 3 things videos, in which I have specifically mentioned that why it started to affect my mental health so much, because I was continuously doing that thing only, and I was not doing other things apart from that, and I was not taking care of my mental health. Neither I was going for a walk, neither I was doing things that I really like. So it eventually had a burnout for me. So if you're someone who is going for the first time in the corporate, or you are a fresher who is just going into the corporates, please make sure that having a bad mental health is really common, and it just happens when you don't take care of yourself, and it happens when you are someone who is rigorously doing all other things and you're not in a habit to cope up with all of the things, and you are not in a habit to just do the things that you don't like or you don't feel like. So it's very common that you may start losing your mental health. So it's very important that if you are someone who is going to hitting the gym or maybe doing any other thing, so it's very important to please take care of your mental health also, because mental health is a first priority. And I've been through a lot of things mentally, so I know how important it is to take care of your mental health. And if you are someone who is not at all feeling good in a job and you think that it's making you mentally weak, please leave that. There are far more better options in life than to just sit and play with your mental health, because mental health is not a joke. And if you're not feeling good somewhere, so it's better to just go and leave, or to prioritize your mental health. So the next and the most important thing is to always have a backup plan. And as bad it can sound to the companies, or as bad it can sound to the organizations, it's really important for you to have a backup plan for yourself and personally for your own mental health or your own physical health, because there would be a time when you will not feel good in a corporate job, and you will feel like it's the right moment to just go and pursue another opportunities. So it's very important for you to always have a backup plan with you, because it's very common that 9 to 5 is something that you might not do for 10 to 15 years, or you just want to do it for a long period of time. And there would be many times when you'll feel like you are just not made for a 9 to 5, and you will feel exhausted, and you will feel that you want to just go and try other things. So please make sure that don't make your job your whole career. Pursue different things aside. And I was also someone that was not liking whatever I was doing, so I made sure that even if I am just going, and even if there is a point when I know that I can do better and I want to just go and change my field, so I am having a solid backup plan with me, which means that if you are someone who just want to go to another job, you are taking care of it, of yourself. You are making your LinkedIn profile so good that companies can actually reach out to you. Or maybe if you are someone who is not looking out for a job, you want to pursue another thing, so make sure that you are building that thing apart from your basic 9 to 5. And for me, it was my content creation journey. I did all of the things while doing a full-time job. So I just wrote on LinkedIn and reached so many followers, and then I started my YouTube channel. So while just leaving, I was having this one thing in mind, that if I am leaving, I know that I have done a quite number of things that I actually want to go into. So it was a little less I was a little less afraid while just leaving a job, because I knew that I have done a lot of things apart from doing a 9 to 5. And even if I'm not having a job lined up, if I resign, there are a number of things that I can actually go into. I can go for my masters, or I can go a lot of things. So it's really important for you to always have a backup plan with you. And how bad it sounds for the organizations, it can sound the best for you, because as a human, it's very common that you will not like a place, you will not like the work. So it's very important for you to always have a solid backup plan in your mind before actually going and resigning from your job, so that it can give you more opportunities and it will make you feel less afraid while you just go and resign from a job. So the last and the most important thing is interaction, networking, which means you need to talk with the right amount of people, and you need to talk with people, and nobody will help you. Nobody will come first at you asking you that what are the problems that you are facing and what are the things that you are not good into. You are the person that has to actually go and talk to people, because literally nobody will come to you. This is not a school, this is not your college where people will guide you and people will help you. In the initial days, everyone will help you, but slowly and slowly, when you will complete a year, you will eventually realize that it's you who has to go and ask questions from others, because literally nobody will ask you if you will not ask questions for them. So this is something that I wish I knew, because I was someone who didn't interacted with a lot of people and faced so many problems. So it's very important that if you are in a project, you should know how to interact with your seniors, how to interact with your managers, to just go and ask them questions, even if you feel that that question would not be right. But it's very important for you to go and ask the question, because in the long time run, it will become a big problem for you. And it happened for me for so many times that I didn't ask so many questions before actually starting my project and before actually working, and that resulted in miscommunication, and it affected my mental health so much. So it's very important that you should interact with people and not just act like an introvert, that you are just shy and too shy to ask questions. So everybody will probably think that you are just not asking questions, so you are just okay with everything and you do not have any questions. So it's very important that if you are going for the first time, you should ask questions and interact with people, interact with your colleagues, and interact with all the senior managers, because these are the people that can actually help you and guide you, and you cannot find any other place. If you think that you are facing a problem and you will just go and tell this problem to your friend, to your personal friend, or maybe a family member, nothing will happen. Literally nothing will happen. It's corporate, and it's very important that you are interacting with the same people you are working with. And if you will not interact or network with them, you will face a lot of problems. So I wish if I knew this thing, things would be quite better, because I didn't ask question. I thought that I would be dumb enough if I ask this question. If I interact with them, I don't know what are they going to think of me. But it's really important for you to just go and interact with a lot of people, because also it can create a less miscommunication, and miscommunication would not be there. So there would be a clarity of things, that what and how you actually want to work, and what and how actually they want you to work. So it's very important that if you are doing your first job, or you are going for your first job, so you must make sure that you need to interact and network with people. Corporate is not at all for introverts, it is for extrovert. And the more and more you will just go and ask question and question others, the more and more you will shine. So that's all for the video. So if you find the video relatable, do like and comment in this video. I see so many people who watch my videos but never subscribe to my channel, and that is why my videos are getting views but I'm not getting any subscribers. So please do subscribe to my channel if you find this video relatable. And in the coming few days I'm going to bring a lot of videos, and you can just go and follow my Instagram, and I have mentioned all my important links in my description. And if you are a viewer who is a female, I have a special link for you. You can go and check in the description, that might help you, and if you want to connect with me, you can. So that's all for the video, and thanks for watching.